Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Iron Personal Training YouTube channel. And as you'll have seen from the name of this video, this is looking at a session that didn't go completely to plan. So we're starting off with deadlifts. We're doing 180 kilo. We're meant to be doing 6 sets of 6, and this is the first set. So the first set actually went okay and didn't feel too bad. So I'm just going to give some context to this session. So this was done exactly a week ago of this video coming out. And around this time we had a family coming round to our house, so we'd been really busy making sure the house was nice and clean and ready. And the night before this session I'd probably had about 4 hours sleep, and that is going to play a big factor into how things felt as we went along. But let's focus on this first lift as we start. As you can see, it's actually moving pretty nicely. 3 reps out there I think it was, and then we're just coming for the end. A little bit slower at lockout, but that's always the case with my deadlifts. It doesn't matter what I do, always have a bit of a slower lockout. But doing chain deadlifts actually helps me be able to grind through this part of the lift. And after this I thought, that was hard, but I'm probably going to be able to get myself through it. We then did the second set, which was a bit harder. Now we come to the third set. This is where things started to feel really off. So as you can see, I'm setting up quite nicely. Do have my feet tilted inwards a little bit more than I usually do watching this back. Just getting myself set, looking a bit crazy with my headband in. Yep, definitely looking a little bit crazy. Anyway, we're getting set up, trying to get the slack out the bar as you would normally, and just getting set. First rep felt fine, a little bit harder than expected. Now on the second set, you can see I try and lock out, I lean a little bit too far back and lose my footing. And at this point, everything was just feeling ridiculously heavy and really hard. Like the week before I'd done this, I'd done 170, 660s, and it had felt easy. Every pull felt like a hot knife through butter and had been really easy. Now I did wonder about posting this, and I didn't film the next set I did, which was the 4th set, where I did 5 reps and couldn't get the 5th rep, and everything just literally felt like the weight was glued to the ground. And I thought, maybe I just won't post this, it's a bit of a crap session. I'm only going to go and do my accessories now, maybe it's not worth posting. But I thought this was a good time to make a point about something and talk about like a fitness journey. So in the background it's going to play my accessory work I did for this session, but I'm just going to talk about some basic things really. So the first thing to note is that not all your training sessions are going to go well. I think there's a big view on Instagram and YouTube that people only post sessions that went well and only talk about sessions where everything went perfect and they smashed everything. And in reality, you're going to have bad training sessions from time to time. It's just going to happen. And if it didn't happen, your good training sessions wouldn't feel as good as they do. The second point I'm going to make here is how important sleep is. I'm going to film my next deadlift session. I'm going to make sure I get a good amount of sleep before we go into it, and then we'll be able to compare what is going on. And I'm sure that I'm actually going to be able to do much better than I did in this session. Sleep is such a big factor. Sleep is like a secret steroid that's free to everybody. It gives you so much power and it gives you so much energy, and if you're getting the right amount of sleep, it is fantastic. You see these things on Instagram, again on social media, where it's like you've got to be up at 4 o'clock every morning, you've only got to sleep 6 hours or something like that, and it's all ridiculous. When you're training and when you're training hard, you need to be making sure you're getting the right amount of sleep in. You need to make sure you're recovering from your sessions and you're prepared to go for that next session. And just something to realise, like if your training's not going good, look at the factors that are outside of it. Is it because you sleep? Is it because you're stressed? Is it because you had an argument with somebody in your family? And then realise that's the reason. In this session I was getting really annoyed with myself that it felt heavy, and I just told myself, you're tired, you've not slept well, you're going to be weaker in this session, it's not going to move as well, but you can come back next time you do a deadlift session, you're going to absolutely smash it. And that's the mindset you have to have, that next time you're going to come back, you're going to come back stronger, and you're going to be able to complete the session really well. You're just going to make sure you change whatever was in the way, whatever was feeling wrong, and then you're going to come back to that session nice and refreshed, and you're just going to smash it out of the park. The main thing to do is just not let your head drop when you have sessions like this, and you just come back to the next session. Every session is a new session, and the session before it doesn't dictate what's happening. This week I've already been back in training. Obviously I've got 1 training day left as I'm recording this, which is on the Friday when this video is going to come out. So the deadlift day, I've done my squats, which is a video that you're going to see. I've done bench, all felt good, all felt much better, and yeah, just all round like much better training, making sure I'm getting much more sleep this week, feeling much more recovered. And yeah, it's just something for you guys to think about. Know that not every session is going to be good and not every session is going to be perfect, but you can just come back stronger next time.